If you like the video, please subscribe Technical PCT channel and click the bell icon to get the latest videos.
Theta is equals to pi by 4, right? And where gamma is equals to theta. Okay. Now observe one thing. See, let alpha be the angle along x-axis. Okay, that means made with positive x-axis. Let me consider a bar is equals to xi bar plus yj bar plus z is to pi by 3, given beta is equals to pi by 4 and gamma is equals to theta. Therefore, we are having one fundamental at the time of direction cosines what we have done. So, what is that fundamental called? Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equals to 1, right? That means cos square pi by 3 plus cos square pi by 4 plus cos square gamma, that is theta, is equals to 1. Am I right? See, what is the value of cos pi by 3? What is the value of cos pi by 3? It is equals to 1 by 2, right? Cos pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square, it is nothing but 1 by 4, right? Plus, it is 1 by 2 plus cos square theta is equals to 1. From this one, you can say, see here, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 is equals to 3 by 4, right? 3 by 4 plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Okay. Now, 3 by cos square theta is equals to 1, right? Now, cos square theta is equals to 1 by 4. Cos theta is equals to 1 by root 2 plus or minus. Okay. Therefore, theta is equals to pi by 4 again. Am I right? So, cos theta is equal to 1 by cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. Theta is equals to pi by 3. Observe this one carefully. So, see here, you are going to get, I am repeating this problem, you got up to theta value. Okay. First of all, you consider a bar is equals to unknown vector. A bar is equals to xi bar plus yj bar plus zk bar. Given, let us consider alpha be the angle which is made by, okay, x-axis, that means by the line with x-axis, okay, positive x-axis, and beta is an angle made by the line with positive y-axis, which is nothing but j bar. Why? Because if I bar is a vector along x-axis, it becomes I cap is a vector along x-axis, it becomes xi bar. Similarly, yj bar plus zk bar. So let gamma be the angle made by the line with, okay, z-axis, right? Therefore, gamma is equals to theta. We are having one fundamental like cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square pi by 3, right? Plus cos square pi by 4 plus cos square theta is equals to 1. What is the value of cos pi by 3? Cos 60 degrees is equals to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square is equals to 1 by 4 plus cos square pi by 4 means 1 by root 2 whole square. The value of 1 by root 2 whole square is equals to 1 by 2 and theta as it is equals to 1. Cos square theta is equals to 1 minus that value is 3 by 4. So it is 1 minus 3 by 4 is equals to 1 by 4 again. Cos theta is equals to 1 by root 4 value is equals to 2. Okay. So theta, we are taking only positive x-axis now. That's why you are going to get the positive angle. So I took only 1 by 2 but not minus 1 by 2, right? So theta is equals to pi by 3, which is, that means 1 by 2 is a value of 60 degrees, right? So theta is equals to pi by 3. Again you got, right? Therefore, that means which is equals to gamma. Understood now? Therefore, I want to find out x is equals to, x value is equals to what at that time? Cos pi by 3, okay, which is equals to 1 by 2. Y value is equals to what you are going to get? Cos pi by 4, which is equal to 1 by root 2, right? Now, z is equals to cos, how much you got? Pi by 3 again, which is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, A bar is equals to 1 by 2 I bar plus 1 by root 2 J bar plus 1 by 2 A bar. Okay, observe that one. I am repeating this step again. Alpha is equals to pi by 3. So x is equals to cos alpha is equals to cos pi by 3, 1 by 2. Y is equals to cos beta, cos pi by 4, 1 by root 2. Z is equals to cos gamma. Gamma value you got it as pi by 3. So cos pi by 3 value is equals to 1 by 2 again. Therefore, A bar is equal to xi plus yj plus zk we have considered. Okay. See here, A bar, you should consider A bar is equal to xi plus yj plus zk here. Okay. You copy this one and you don't write this one straightly. You can write alpha is equal to pi by 3, comma, beta is equal to pi by 4, comma, gamma is equal to theta. Copy this. And another thing, you can also write why, because that fellow asked you to find out the components, right? So components of A bar is equals to 1 by 2, comma 1 by root 2, comma 1 by 2. This will be the final answer, right? You just copy this one. I'm going to repeat this. Okay, I think this is the third time. I'm going to repeat this parallelly. Okay, observe that one. You copy parallel to me. You should consider A bar as an unknown vector, right? Let me consider A bar is equals to xi plus yj plus zk. He has given you A bar is itself a line, okay, which is also called as a vector, right? That is making an angle of alpha, that is which is equals to pi by 3 with positive x-axis. And that means where I cap is a vector along x-axis we do. Okay. Similarly, J bar, that means with J bar means it is P beta is equals to pi by 4. And I am going to consider that gamma value is equals to theta, where it has been given, right? Now, we are having one fundamental like cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equals to 1. I substituted all the values here, where I got theta value is equals to pi by 3, right? That means cos theta is equals to 1 by 2, where theta is equals to pi by 3. Therefore, what will be the what will be the A value? A value is equals to A bar value is equals to 1 by root 2, 1 by 2i plus 1 by root 2j plus 1 by 2k. Therefore, the components of A bar is equals to 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2. Okay, this is over. Copy this one slowly. Copy this one slowly. Shall I move to the fourth problem? See that fourth problem. Show that A bar equals to 2 times of A cross B, right? Observe that. You just go through the normal multiplication, you are going to get the answer. Just multiply, and wherever you got A cross A is equals to 0 and B cross B is equals to 0, right? Now I am going to write the problem on the board. Observe. Show that A bar minus B bar cross, right? A bar minus B bar cross A bar plus B bar is equals to, this is LHS I took. Okay. Now, this is LHS I observe. just multiply the A bar cross A bar plus A bar cross B bar minus B bar cross A bar plus minus B cross B, right? Which is equals to, this is null vector, plus A cross B. Negative of B cross A can also be written as positive of A cross B, and this is null vector, which you can write this one as 2 times of A bar cross B bar, which is the value of RHS. Now, I am going to repeat it. Observe this problem carefully. A bar minus B bar cross A bar plus B bar. You just multiply A bar cross A plus B, you should write. Generally, you should do like this. How? A bar cross A bar plus B bar minus B bar cross A bar plus B bar. Okay, instead I have done directly. Okay, you should do like this. First of all, you should multiply this A bar with this one and minus with this one. Okay. After that, you should apply the distributive property. Okay. So instead of that, I have done directly like A cross A plus A cross B. Same you are going to get A cross A plus A bar cross B bar. Okay. Minus, observe here, B cross A. Okay. B cross A. Okay, minus of B cross B, right? Therefore, A cross A is equals to null vector A cross B as it is, right? Minus B cross A can be written as positive of A cross B, okay? A B cross B value is equals to null vector. Here, you got 2 times of A cross B, which is equals to RHS given to you. I hope you understood this one, right? Copy this problem. Copy this one. Shall I move to the next problem? Problem number 5 on the screen. Read that problem until I rub the board. Problem number 5 on the screen. And the cross product is equals to null vector, right? Right? What is the inner meaning of it, right? Fifth problem. 2I bar plus 6J bar plus 27K bar cross, right? I bar plus lambda J bar plus mu K bar. Listen carefully. What is the meaning? He asked you to find out the values of lambda and mu, right? Lambda and mu, right? Now, what is the inner meaning of the question? The cross vector. Okay. So, first of all, find out the cross product of these two. How to find out A cross B? Yesterday itself, I have given you one synopsis like if A bar is equals to A1I bar plus A2J bar plus A3K bar, B bar is equals to B1I bar plus B2J bar plus B3K bar, right? A bar cross B bar is equals to determinant of IJK A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Am I right? So similarly, you should do the cross product of this one by using the determinant I bar, J bar, K bar 2, 6, 27, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3 is equals to null vector, right? Now expand this one and equate it to the null vector. How? I bar into 6 mu minus 27 lambda minus J bar into 2 mu minus 27, right, plus k bar into 2 lambda minus 6 is equals to null vector. I am going to repeat it. I have not done anything else rather than expanding only the determinant, right? Now observe, I bar, excluding this column and this row, 6 mu minus 27 lambda minus j bar into 2 mu minus 27 plus k bar 2 lambda minus 6 is equals to null vector. Okay. Now, what is that null vector called? You can write this RHS as 0 I bar plus 0 j bar plus 0 k bar. Is there any objection if I write this null vector like this? Now, I am going to equate each and every coefficient of I bar, j bar, k bar, right? That means components. Okay. So what does it mean? Comparing I bar, j bar, k bars on both sides, you are going to get 6 mu minus 27 lambda is equals to 0. This is 1, right? 2 mu minus 27 is equals to 0. This is 2, right? Now, 2 lambda minus 6 is equals to 0. This is 3. From 1 to 3, you can say the lambda value is equals to, observe, 2 lambda minus 6 is equals to 0. Lambda value is equals to 3, right? 2 lambda minus 6 is equals to 0 means lambda is equals to 3. And from the second one, you can do 2 mu minus 27. 2 mu minus 27 is equals to 0. Mu value is equals to 27 upon 2. Yes, I hope you understood this. Copy this one first of all. Start copying that. I'm going to repeat. You just start copying this one. I'm going to repeat parallel. He has given you 2 vectors and he equated that entire cross product to null vector. So I found the cross product of that LHS which has been given to you, right? Now, det of ijk to 627 1 lambda mu is equals to, right hand side you are having null vector, right? Now, if I expand the determinant, I got this, which is equals to a null vector can also be written as 0 I bar plus 0 j bar plus 0 k bar, right? Now, I equated the components of I bar, j bar, k bar are of I bar, j bar 6 mu minus 27 lambda is equals to 0. And the second one, it is 2 mu minus 27 is equals to 0, where mu value is equals to 27 upon 2, right? And 2 lambda minus 6 is equals to 0, where lambda is equals to 6 upon 2, which is equals to 3. I hope you understood this. Copy this one slowly. Yes, I hope you understood this problem number 5. Let me go to the next problem. Shall I start? See the next problem on the screen. Observe the next problem on the screen. What has been given? First of all, whatever may be the subject or whatever may be the problem, okay, initially what we should find, then only it is possible to give the answer. Observe the one thing. Given that a bar dot b bar is equals to 0 and a bar cross b bar is a null vector. he has given you one condition, right? A bar dot B bar is equals to 0 and A bar cross B bar is a null vector. What can you conclude about the vectors A bar and B bar, right? Now, actually, what is your decision on that? Means, what is your conclusion in that one? He has given you A bar dot B bar is equals to 0. What does it mean? A bar is perpendicular to B bar, right? A bar is perpendicular to B bar. And A bar cross B bar is equal to null vector. What does it mean? A bar is parallel to B bar, right? Right? See this one. In this problem, in only one problem, he has given you two conditions. What are those two? A bar dot B bar is equals to 0. It means two vectors are perpendicular to each other. A bar is perpendicular to B, right? And similarly, A bar cross B bar is a null vector. What does it mean? A bar is parallel to B bar. Now, in only one problem, here, how is it possible that A bar is perpendicular to B bar and A bar is parallel to B bar? Okay, it is possible. That means these two conditions are possible. The above two conditions are possible if and only if A bar comma B bar are null vectors. Am I right? So otherwise, these two are not possible in only one problem, right? How could be A bar is perpendicular to B bar and both A bar is perpendicular to B bar and A bar is parallel to B bar? It is not possible, right? It is possible if and only if A bar and B bar are null vectors. Okay, so how to conclude this? Therefore, the above conditions are possible if A bar is a null vector, and copy this one. I hope you understood this. You copy this one. At the time of your copying, I am repeating that problem. In this problem, he has given you two conditions, right? A bar dot B bar is equals to 0. What does it mean? A bar is perpendicular to B bar. A bar cross B bar is a null vector. What does it mean? The theta value is equals to 0. Therefore, sin theta is equals to 0 means A bar comma B bar are parallel to each other. In only one problem, you can't say those two are perpendicular to each other and even parallel to each other, right? Right? That means A bar dot B bar is equals to 0 and A bar cross B bar is equals to 0. Both are satisfied if and only if A bar and B bar are null vectors. Am I right? Therefore, the conclusion which you should give it is the both conditions are satisfied if and only if those two are null vectors. I hope you understood. Shall I move to the next problem? Yes. Seventh problem and eighth problem are for practice. Why? Because there is no logic to you in a logic hidden in that seventh problem and eighth problem. First of all, observe that seventh problem. You do B bar plus C bar. After adding those two, find out the determinant and which should be equals to the RHS. So seventh one is for practice and eighth one is similar to problem number 6. So seventh one, eighth one, you just take the screenshot of that seventh one and eighth one and do those two problems for practice and see that ninth problem now. Eighth problem is similar to sixth one. And ninth problem, observe that. Observe that ninth problem. Observe that ninth problem. Find the area of triangle, right? Find the area of triangle formed by the three vertices. Three vertices. 1, 1, 2, right? Capital A, given capital A, 1, 1, 2. B point 2, 3, 5. C is equals to 155, right? Now you consider he asked you to find out the area of triangle with vertices, right? First of all, you consider this one as OA bar, I bar plus J bar plus 2K bar, right? And this is OB bar is equals to 2I bar plus 3J bar plus 5K bar, right? Plus 5J bar plus 5K bar, am I right? Now, just find out. See, to find out the area of triangle, we require two adjacent sides, right? See here, yesterday itself, in the proof, I have proved that area of triangle formed by the three vertices. That means you can write 1 by 2 into modulus of AB bar cross BC bar. Am I right? Observe, AB bar is one side, BC bar is one side. The area of triangle formed by A bar comma B bar as adjacent sides is given by 1 by 2 into modulus of AB bar cross BC bar. Am I right? So first of all, find out AB bar. AB bar is equals to OB bar minus OA bar. Now, OB bar minus OA bar, which is equals to I bar, right? Plus 2J bar, right? Plus 3K bar. I am repeating, AB bar is equals to OB minus OA, which is equals to 2 minus 1, 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 5 minus 2, 3, right? And BC bar is equals to OC bar minus OB bar. OC bar 1 minus 2, right? Minus 1 I, that is minus I. 5 minus 3 is equals to 2J plus 5 minus 5 is obviously 0K. You just ignore it. Now find out AB bar cross BC bar value, which is equals to I bar, J bar, K bar, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, 2, 0. Now you expand this one and find out the modulus of that AB bar cross AC bar and use this formula to find out area of this triangle. Okay, copy this one and start doing the problem. I am going to repeat it. You just listen once again. Given three vertices, capital A, B, C. Okay. You consider that A as OA bar, second one as OB bar, third one as OC bar. Right? In this diagram, AB bar, right? AB bar and BC bar are two sides. Okay. You can do like this. AB bar cross AC bar also. 1 by 2 into AB bar cross AC bar you can do. 1 by 2 into AB bar cross BC bar you can do. Why? Because there is modulus. So nothing will happen. Okay. So first of all, I found AB bar, OB bar minus OA bar like this. BC bar I found. After that, find the determinant of it. That means by using cross product. That is AB bar cross BC bar. Expand that one and find the modulus of that. After that, delta is equal to 1 by 2 into this. Copy this and start doing the problem expansion here. I hope you understood. This. Yeah, the answer is root over 61 upon 2. How to find out AB bar plus BC bar? Like this. AB bar cross BC bar. First of all, you should find out AB bar. After that, BC bar. Now, AB bar cross. You consider this one as A bar and this is B bar, right? How to find out A cross B? Delta off. I hope you understood. And even you can use the formula. Now I used 1 by 2 into, okay, what it is magnitude of AB bar cross BC bar. Even you can find out AB bar cross AC bar, like that. AB bar cross AC bar. Instead of finding BC, even you can apply AC bar. Why? Because those two sides are also adjacent sides. So after finding AB bar, like OB bar minus OA bar, after finding of AC bar, OC bar minus OA bar, even you can do 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into magnitude of AB bar cross AC bar, right? They're also same value you are doing. Copy this one slowly. Yes. Shall I share the next problem on the screen? I hope you got this one. Now, see the next problem, that is 10th one on the screen. 10th problem. Find the area of parallelogram whose sides are, see that one? Yes, 1 minute, I will share. See that problem number 10 on the screen. Problem number 10. The area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are determined by A bar is equals to I minus J plus 3K. Alright. A bar is equals to I bar minus J bar plus 3K bar given to you. Okay. B bar is equals to 2I minus 7J plus K given to you, right? Okay. Now he asked you to find out the value of, that means he asked you to find out the area of parallelogram. How to find out area of parallelogram? The area of parallelogram whose sides are A bar comma B bar is given by, okay, A cross B under mod. That is A cross B, you should find out A bar cross B bar, I bar, J bar, K bar, 1 minus 1, 3, 2 minus 7, okay, 1. So if you expand this one, you are going to get A bar cross B bar. After that, find out the value. That means expand this one, you are going to get A cross B. Delta is equals to, that means area of parallelogram is given by mod A cross B. Okay. Area of parallelogram is given by mod A cross B, which is equals to magnitude of this vector. I am going to repeat this problem. Observe this one. A bar comma B bar are two sides given to you. Okay. Right. And you should find out A cross B using this determinant. And after that, find the magnitude of that one, that is equals to the area of parallelogram having two adjacent sides. Copy this one. I hope you are going to get 20 I bar, okay, plus 5J bar minus 5K bar. Okay, find the magnitude of this one. It is 420 square. It is 25, am I right? Plus 25. Simplify this, you are going to get the answer. I hope you got this. I think you should get root of, 15 root 2. 15 root 2. Observe that one. And the 11th problem. See, I am going to give you the 11th problem. See that problem number 11 on the screen. He has given you the magnitude of A bar is equals to 3, right? magnitude of A bar is equals to 3, magnitude of B bar is equals to root 2 upon 3, right? A cross B is a unit vector, means magnitude of A bar cross B bar is equals to 1. I am repeating this 11th problem. See the problem number 11 on the screen. See the problem number 11 on the screen. Magnitude of A bar is equals to 3 has been given to you. Mod B bar is equals to root 2 upon 3. And he has given you A cross B is a unit vector. What is the meaning of unit vector? If the magnitude of A cross B is equals to 1, means A cross B is a unit vector, means magnitude of A cross B should be equals to 1, right? So what is magnitude? He asked you to find out a angle between A comma B. So what is the meaning? You should find out theta value. Okay. What is the formula here? A mod A cross B can be written as mod A cross B can be written as mod A into mod B into sine theta is equals to 1. Instead of this mod A cross B, I wrote mod A into mod B into sine theta. So what is mod A? 3 into what is mod B? Root 2 by 3 into sine theta is equals to 1. Okay. 3 and 3 get cancelled and sine theta is obviously equals to 1 upon root 2, where theta is equals to 45 degrees, which is in radians called pi by 4 radians. I am going to repeat problem number 11 again. He has given you magnitude of A bar is equals to 3. Okay. Magnitude of B bar is equals to 2 upon root 2 upon 3. And he has given you A cross B is a unit vector. What is the meaning of unit vector? If the magnitude of that vector is equals to 1, that means A cross B magnitude is equals to 1. What is the formula for mod A cross B? Mod A into mod B into sine theta is equals to 1, right? So mod A value is equals to given as 3, magnitude of B is equal to root 2 by 3, right? And sine theta is equals to 1. 3 and 3 get cancelled. Sine theta is equal to 1 upon root 2. Therefore, which value gives you 1 by root 2 in sine values, which is equals to 45 degrees, right? So sine theta is equal to 1 upon root 2 means theta value is equals to 45 degrees, which is equals to pi by 4 radians. Okay, copy this one. And 12th problem is, okay, 12th problem is there and it is homework. Area of rectangle. Okay, similar to this problem. You find out AB bar and BC bar, right? And det of, that means modulus of AB bar across BC bar. Okay, 12th problem is homework and 11th problem you can copy. And tomorrow we can start the next concept called triple product. Okay, so that is in your, if you are having textbooks with you, that is in the supplementary copy of last pages, like 625 page, like that you can observe them clearly. That is 10.5 exercise. It has not been given a continuation as 10.4. Okay, after 10.4 it has not been given. It has been given in the supplementary copy last pages of the same book. Okay, that is 10.5. Tomorrow we can see that triple product or scalar triple product. Okay, up to then, thank you and have a nice day.